What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to episode 47 of our Madden 20 Connected franchise mode. Started with Oakland. Now we are here in 2023 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you ever just popped in, missed a couple episodes, definitely go look at the offseason. It explains why we are here and why John Gruden, who now with a buzz cut, slightly different facial features, is controlling the Tampa Bay Bucks yet again. It's his second go around. We started out the season, we're not great. 0-2. Offense has had some ups and downs. A lot of garbage time points to kind of pad our stats a little bit. Generally speaking, way too many turnovers from Jameis Winston. Our offensive line hasn't been good enough. Defensively, I mean, you give up 44 points against a rookie quarterback in Atlanta last week. It's never good. It's never good. And it doesn't get much easier. Week 3, we got the Colts here with Andrew Luck still at quarterback. Week 4, the Jags, who have actually been fairly competitive in the AFC in this world that we're living in here. So, I mean, when you look at the stats, you see Jameis Winston first in passing yards, 13th in touchdowns. So, I mean, those are like combined, take the average. That's top 10 numbers, right? But he also has 9 interceptions on the season. So, when you look at the league as a whole, you broaden up that scope. He has more than double the amount of interceptions than the next worst, I guess, quarterback, which is frustrating. And then you look, at the running back attack. It's been fine considering how much we've had to throw the ball for Eckler. We're receiving. We're averaging over 127 yards per game for Mike Evans, over 100 yards for Godwin, almost 80 yards for our tight end. Like, these numbers are very, very good. But you look at the O-line. I mean, we already got 7 sacks given up by our most promising lineman, Tristan Wirfs, which I can only imagine is the highest right now in the league by a lot. Oh, not so much. You got some other guys here. Classic Connor Williams staking up the joint. Trent Brown's there on a familiar face, but still 7 is not good enough, especially when your quarterback is struggling with turnovers. So you then look at what does John Gruden really want to do out of this first year? He's already 0-2. He's coming off being the Super Bowl winning head coach. He is the most established coach entering this season. If you're doing your coach rankings, he'd be at 1, and he's 0-2 right now, staring through the barrel of a gun with Jameis Winston and all of his turnovers. And then you look through the preseason, we have our little Dak Prescott there, Hank Bachmeier. True freshman starter for Boise State. Maybe not as prolific of a passer, at least college passer, as like a Kellen Moore, as a Brett Rippon, like, some two pretty, guys get 30 touchdowns a season. But he's been a consistent starter as a true freshman. We got him in the 4th round, which is, about the round you start getting developmental prospects. And he played very well in the preseason. No turnovers, which when you look at the scope of our offense right now, that would be amazing to have. Imagine what a record would be if Jameis Winston wasn't throwing 4 picks a game. So what I'm going to come down to, and there's a lot of people right now just clamoring for Bachmeier to get the start. I'm going to give Jameis Winston, our $126 million quarterback, who has 2 years left on his deal. I'm going to give him 1 more week. He's going to get week 3 against the Colts. And then based upon how these results happen, we will analyze what's going to be best for this team going forward in the season. Because unlike Derek Carr, even though he did get shipped off for Trevor Lawrence, there was no part of John Gruden that wanted to get rid of Derek Carr. Derek Carr was an effective quarterback, and his turnovers were, slightly below league average, which was good enough. But you can't have a guy that's a turnover machine like Jameis Winston. There was a time with the Raiders that Trevor Lawrence was struggling immensely with interceptions that we thought maybe we'd have to go to, Kirk Cousins or something like that, a backup. John Gruden will not stand his quarterback turn the ball over at the rate that Jameis Winston is. It is a rebuild here. It's a pretty damn big rebuild for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're not going to have immediate success. 2 years ago, they're the 3rd worst team in the league. Last year, they were tied for the 1st worst team in the league. You're not even going to have a coach of John Gruden's pedigree come in and turn this team around like flicking a light switch. There's going to be some ups and some downs, but still, Jameis Winston has to play better. He's got to be immediately better. So we are here, week 3 against the Colts. Looking at contracts real early here. I mean, both these guys, we want to lock them up long term. Mike Evans, one of the best wide receivers in the league. Ali Marpet has been very, very strong for our offensive line. Only a 2-year deal. We got a lot more big contracts coming up. A lot tough decisions to make. I can tell you right now, Vita Vea, I want him. Isaiah Simmons, we want him. But questions with Eckler, especially with his age. Worst production. I mean, I'm getting a lot of Trent Brown vibes where, like, everything about his stats say you should be really good, but for whatever reason, you play like doo-doo. So, those are some big questions there. We will maybe finish up next week with the scouting, as we are using Madden's generated classes now. We have got to the end of the line for custom draft classes. So, these prospects are brand new to me. I have no idea. So, this year, we are going to have a lot more aspects of the scouting and drafting, because we have to figure out what our draft board's going to be. It's not like I can go kind of off name value, guys that I can kind of identify from college football. These are all random guys. LaMarcus Blizzard, that's an awesome name. So we'll actually, I'm not, just because I don't want the video to be too long, I'll do my scouting this week, and then, but for next week, we will put in a little piece here of kind of who I've started to scout, and we'll see what the draft board looks like. But I'm just itching at the bit right now to get into this game against Indy, because we know for our scouting, it's going to be general this week. But next week, especially if Jameis Winston doesn't do enough during that job, we might have to focus on quarterbacks and previewing and seeing what is available in the draft. So let's get into this Week 3 game on the road at Lucas Oil against the Colts.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Oh, let's go Austin Eckler. Someone wants their QB to keep their job. What a play out of the backfield. Oh, 3rd and 10, and there we go. The speedster, Anthony Schwartz, who we acquired in that trade with the Carolina Panthers, comes up big. We spread him out wide, made it simple. There's just too much speed, too many guys to cover. They decided to double Mike Evans, which let the middle of the field open. It's a great drive. Good confidence booster for Jameis. Oh, there we go. Sean Murphy Bunting, our superstar corner, jumps the route, picks off Andrew Luck. Unless Marlon Mack can make a play. That is a pick 6. Central Michigan, I think the Chippewas, their finest. That is a great play. That was a terrible throw from Andrew Luck. There you go, man. You go to the... I like that matchup. Put Marlon Mack on our top corner. Things like that happen. Look at John Gruden ecstatic as his team is jumping out early. The crowd very quiet. You ever hear a crowd this buoy says Andrew Luck retired in real life? Oh, yeah. Oh, get that. Someone recover it. Isaiah Simmons picks up the Andrew Luck forced fumble on the sack fumble Vita Vea. Wow. Wow. We challenge his defense to come up big. That's exactly what they're doing through the first quarter here. We can jump out 21-0 in the first quarter. I don't think even any amount of Jameis Winston sabotage for the rest of the game should affect us. This could be a defining quote. We might have to return to this come the fourth quarter.
Check three.
Oh, Mike Evans. Ooh, let's go. Got that new contract. He's feeling good. I think that's his 75th career touchdown reception as well. So congrats to you, Mr. I don't know. What does he even have a nickname? My nickname for him is the man that made Johnny Manziel win the Heisman. So, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, Austin Eckler. I mean, there we go, man. That's something we haven't really been utilizing a whole lot. You want to force it. You want to trust Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, O.J. Howard. That can get turnovers. But Austin Eckler out the backfield, there's just not a lot of linebackers that can make contested catches, keep up with him in coverage. That's kind of alleviating a lot of the pressure for Jameis Winston to throw those 50-50 jump balls that so far this season have resulted in a lot more picks than big plays and touchdowns. Oh, wide open. Big O, Albert Okwuegbunam. Annoying. Mike Evans putting us up on the 28. Okay, we'll go no huddle. We'll go no huddle. I'm terrible at clock management, but we'll go no huddle. We'll see what we can do. And with slants again. Why not? Do we get a kind of clean pocket? We can hit Mike Evans for a couple more yards, burn a timeout. Might be able to get a tutty here. Might be able to get a tutty. You know, we'll take a field goal. What a return from Tony Pollard, best return man in the business. All right, we're going to have to throw it on a drive that has essentially been dominated by running the ball. Mike Evans has been getting, you can't cover. He has been uncoverable today, and I'll try him again. And even though that was almost thrown into triple coverage, it almost wasn't as well. And there's his second touchdown of the game for a guy who's pretty much now going to return to finish his career with Tampa. That 4-year deal. He's 30. Welcome. He's a legend. Probably the greatest Bucs wide receiver of all time. Probably. Let's be honest. He is. Oh, hell yeah. There's a hold, and you still can't deny Vita Vea the sack. That was unreal play. Double team. Still gets the sack. You gotta decline it. They're going for it on 4th, and I mean, they kind of have to go for it on 4th and 16. This is essentially game. They're almost waving the white flag if they can't get this. And it looks like we got a coverage sack here. There's no one open. And Vita Vea will not. Oh, and they. Oh. Oh. Yep. You know? That sucks. That also sucks. Yeah, that sucks too. Really sucks. Second fumble? Come on. Get out of here with that garbage. Kendrick Rogers on a what? He's like a jump ball receiver. We're not gonna bite on that. Let's keep up with the blitz. We've blitzed every down. I like it. We're covered up as long as we don't let Aquabunam 47. All right, 47 with the touchdown. One guy couldn't get the touchdown. Got the touchdown. Oh, come. Now, does Andrew Luck going 36 of 41 make me mad? Onside time. I like to think that if we get this, it's over, but you never know. There we go. Chris Godwin hands the steal in a good way. Recovers that. 48 seconds. They got 3 timeouts left. 1 first down will seal the deal and get us our first dub of the year. Go for it. Why not, right? We're not getting anything on the run right now. Eckler's in the backfield. He might fumble it. Let's just take a throw. Make sure it stays in bounds. Doesn't get picked off. There's a PI. Is that automatic first down? And there it is. Game over. Patrick Surtain Jr., very talented corner. You just cost your team the game.
You got him.
And there you have it. With maybe his career on the line, Jameis Winston, do or die, comes forth, no turnovers. It was more so Austin Eckler that gave us the issues, the headaches. Had 1 fumble loss, 2 fumbles. Luckily enough, I think Marpet was able to recover 1. Defense, when they needed to, especially in the first half. I mean, we came out hot enough in the first half that even though we choked the game away or tried our hardest in the second, we still got the job done. I mean, Jameis Winston statistics. Okay, first of all, Andrew Luck throwing it 41 times and having almost an 88% completion percentage. So annoying. So annoying, given how well our secondary should play. But that one off, the pick 6 for Sean Murphy Bunting, one of the two, whatever. That's the difference maker. Jameis Winston, 10 of 18 is not great. I think it was just over 55% completion percentage. But 183 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I think we got another week of Jameis. Eckler was fine, minus the 2 fumbles, 4.8 yards per carry. Mike Evans, 5 catches, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Clearly going to get the game ball on the offense. Didn't really get Godwin or Howard involved, but it is what it is. I'd rather take the win. 12 tackles, 16 tackles for Devin White, 12 for Isaiah Simmons. We got 2 sacks, Vita Vea, sack for Simmons, sack for Shaq Barrett, pick 6. Sean Murphy Bunting for 84 yards. And there you go, man. We're finally in the win column. Our first and the Colts 4th, pretty much traded off. I think the difference maker was that pick 6. But hey, shout out to Jameis Winston. His career was on the line. Bachmeier breathing down his neck, and he gets 1 more game. At least, yeah, I would say at least 1 more game next week at home to open up this new John Gruden era in front of that weird pirate ship and in those half-drunken, probably half-empty stadium. Jameis Winston gets a chance to make it 2 in a row. So for scouting, we've already started our draft board here. Fairly safe. Look at some of the top tackles because we, with Worth set to be a free agent, left tackle still kind of open. We've kind of scouted, but I mean, we're not really going to dive into offensive linemen, especially until we see the combine with their bench press. But Jamar Newman at a USC looks pretty damn good. Prototypical size, top skills look fine. Roosevelt Bush from ECU looks pretty damn well. Taylor Ridgway out of the U, keeping them talent home. We looked at corner a little bit. Terrell Pritchett from Northern Illinois, scheme fit. Those skills are really, really nice, especially the awareness and zone coverage. Awareness is pretty valuable for a corner, so he's definitely going to be fairly high on our board. We need to get better in the secondary. Look at how our defense is playing right now. Murphy Bunting is fine. Ukwamu, I don't know, we might have something there, but we definitely need to get better in that secondary room. We've had a little bit of a diamond here already. 2nd round grade, 1st round talent. Andrew Kendall from Clemson. Stats look pretty good. B-man, B catching. Could be a little bit of a ball hawk. And then, you know, more so defensive end. We're not getting a lot of pressure. Our 2 defensive ends, Shaq Barrett's 30 on the downswing. We got Marcus Davenport, the former first-round pick, who's kind of busted out for the New Orleans Saints. We got him as a free agent, I assume. So we definitely can use a end, and we got 2 ends that we scouted that are both scheme fits. We got Thomas Burley here, first-round grade. Skills look fine. I don't really like seeing hit power there, but until we really see the combine, we can't value it. But this guy looks like a beast. Chance Terrell from UCF, Florida kid, power rusher, B+ block shed, awareness and tackle. I think this is really, this draft board looks pretty much how I would rate them right now. Terrell and Pritchett are our 2 top targets, but you know, we still have to scout maybe quarterbacks. We could look at guard, interior of the offensive line, continuing to look at maybe a couple linebackers, potential replacement for Levante David. But generally speaking, I think edge and tackle of the 2 positions we need. And so far, so good on the top tier prospects. And we have game 2 of our doubleheader here against the undefeated Jacksonville Jaguars. Another game that Jameis Winston has bought as the starting quarterback here. Jalen Ramsey, even though he's no longer in that uniform, he still is really good for a superstar X factor. D.D. Westbrook too. That's causing me a little bit concerned given how, you know, inconsistent our corners have been. They got Olukun, the former linebacker from the Falcons. He's an X factor somehow. Weird. Andrew Thomas, Josh Allen, Matt Malone. Ooh. Okay. That is an annoyingly good team. And I assume they still have, let me double check it. I'm assuming they still have, they do. I saw it before. Nick Foles, who's been unreal in this world, this franchise mode. There's been 2 years. I know he's gotten over 40 touchdowns. So we got our work cut out for us here. But Battle of Florida, we're at home, our first home game of the season. You definitely want to see Jameis Winston play good so that going into week 5, we have that at least somewhat stability at the quarterback spot and not, you know, he crashes and burns here week 4. And then for week 5, we have no idea who our starter's going to be.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And there's the worst drop of all time. T, say that's the worst drop of all time.
That was his own time.
Yeah. Worst drop of... Oh, let's just watch this. He just runs with it. Look at this. Okay. And then he's... Oh, Madden. Never change. All right. I guess Jalen Reeves-Maven has emerged as a elite edge rusher and not the 65 overall outside linebacker he was with Detroit. Oh, we got him. Chris Godwin. Oh, we got him. You've got to take that all the way. You got 93 speed. Go, go, go. Don't get caught by Jalen Ramsey. Come on. Yes, Chris Godwin. Only 2 completions on the day till that moment. It only takes 1. And when you got a premier wide receiver like Chris Godwin, he makes things like that happen. He makes magic like that happen. Okay, weirdest sack I've ever got. Please give me a replay of that.
That's what I'm talking about. Sex all day, baby.
Let's zoom this. Let's watch just what happened here. All right, you got Nick Foles. I think that's Norwell. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that's not. Watch this. What a first step. Okay, that's what we'll call that. What a first step by Vita Vea. Oh, forced fumble. Oh, my God. The hammer. The hammer was landed. Isaiah Simmons pops Leonard Fournette, who's probably known for his ball security. Big time power back, don't matter. That's like a Christian Okoye meets Steve Atwater moment. Look at that. What a hit, Isaiah Simmons. Oh, okay. Okay, Austin Eckler on the... Oh. Oh, my God. Joey Styles, please. That was filthy. Look at this. Okay. Jalen Ramsey tries to make a superhero play. Terrible positioning by his part. Eckler jukes 2 Jags, and then, oh, the 3-piece. We did with that Jorge Masvidal. 3-piece and a soda. That is filthy. Full replay right there. That was filthy from Austin Eckler. Oh, my. Isaiah Simmons, man possessed right now. He is a man possessed. Oh, hell yeah. Weird animations. All this game is weird animations. That is a great stand. 3rd and goal. Let's go back into a man defense here. Let's cover, I don't know. I think we're good. I'm feeling good. Let's apply interior pressure. Or, oh, that's short. That is a field goal attempt that we've held them to because they're too big of cucks. You don't think whoever the hell their coach is, Doug Marrone, is going to have the nuts to go for it on 4th down. Yeah, look at that. Kicking it. Guess it makes it a 1-score game, though. If they make it, which they do. All right, we got 3rd and 6 here. Still could technically get a 1st down. O.J. Howard has been winning his matchups. Mike Evans got locked down at the top of the screen there by Jalen Ramsey. But I like O.J. Howard here. Or we go Godwin. But O.J. gets open. Touchdown, 1st down. 1st down. Should have been a touch. How is that 4th and 1? Oh my God. That's the worst call of professional sports. Forward progress is stopped at the 1-yard line, not the 5-yard line. No, screw that. We're going for it. You're not going to disrespect me with the worst spot I've ever seen in my life. Let's go. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, Madden.
Black 25. Let's go. Check 59. Mike 59. Mike 59.
Hell yeah. You bring in the power. Screw you. That's our first gong as a Buccaneer. Like the play, oh man, I'm on all Madden. The play calling's horrific. They're supposed to fix the play calling in the last patch. I mean, I feel like this patch hasn't even gone live yet on an online franchise mode. Because I'm not seeing, like, I was testing all day. I didn't see 5th-year options. I didn't see any of the new neck rolls, and that was terrible. There was like 4 minutes left. They were down 2 scores, and they threw nothing but checkdowns. And like they screen passed and they ran. Whatever, man. We got to win. 2 wins in a row. Jameis Winston. I mean, he's not good. Again, man, he's just struggling to go over 50% completion, but 2 wins. You can't hold the 2 wins against him, man. He has done enough to secure his job at least for another episode. 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ran the ball. Not great, to be honest with you. Godwin over 100 yards, a touchdown. Eckler with probably touchdown of the year for sure. Early candidate this early in the season. That was an insane touchdown. Isaiah Simmons gets the game. Well, Devin White again, tackle machine, but Isaiah Simmons for me gets the game ball. 13 tackles, 2 TFLs, 2 sacks on the day. Vea also got a sack as your Bucks go 2-0, and we knock off in the Battle of Florida here. At least one of the potential battles. Obviously, you got to throw Miami in, but the 3-0 Jags, we dominate them. We don't even give them a single touchdown and knock them off 21-6. And there you have it here for episode 47 of the Connected Franchise Mode. 2 straight wins to bring us back to 500. I mean, we know it's going to be incredibly difficult down the stretch, but with a coach like John Gruden, I wasn't expecting this team to go 0-16. I think we definitely can shoot for, I mean, hell, anytime John Gruden takes over a team, playoffs is a legitimate expectation. We're 2-2. We're bottom of the division, which sucks. I mean, we're obviously opening up with two losses, but hey, we get some divisional game next week in Week 6 against the division-leading undefeated Panthers. That's going to be a huge game in their backyard. But hey, Jameis Winston coming in to this episode is he going to be able to maintain his job? And while statistically speaking, he hasn't been amazing. 5 touchdowns, no picks, 2 wins. We're going to give him at least Week 5 and Week 6. I think he's earned that. And Bachmeier still sits and waits. So thank you guys for turning into the episode. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit when you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent on taking your bitch. Here comes a monster scared.